Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Wednesday, July 1st, 2015. I am your presenter, Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Department of Agriculture is inviting the public to participate in its 10th annual Food Festival slated for Friday, July 31st at the D.R. Walwyn Plaza in Charlestown. The theme for this year is Strengthening the Drive Towards Food Security. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Eric Evelyn, says various competitions are expected to be hosted during the festival.
This being our 10th anniversary, we want the competition, we want the participation to be the biggest ever. And we will be having the usual two competitions that we normally have. We'll be having an ice cream competition as usual. And this year, the base for the ice cream will be coconut. And so we want persons to start thinking about putting their skills together to make their coconut ice cream. And of course, there's a prize for the best homemade ice cream, apart from the regular prizes. Apart from the ice cream competition, we'll be having the usual cake competition. We'll be having the usual three categories for the cake competition. That's the cheesecake, the light fruit, as well as the heavy fruit. And we are reminding persons that the emphasis here is on utilizing local fruits. There will be the usual attractive prizes, and there will also be a prize for the best decorated cake.
Evelyn also invites the public to participate in the food festival.
We are encouraging persons who normally take part in the competition, persons who have never taken part and who are interested to bear the date in mind, Friday, the 31st of July.
Evelyn says participation in the festival has been improving and the department is anticipating a better festival for the festival's 10th anniversary.
The participation level seems to be getting better and better every year, and as I said, we are expecting a huge number of persons to participate, this year being our 10th anniversary.
The Department of Agriculture's Food Festival is scheduled to start at 9 a.m. and will include selling of agro-processed products. The Inland Revenue Department, in collaboration with the Nevis Youth Council, is inviting the public to its first tax debate at 7 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday, July 2nd, at the Nevis Performing Arts Center. The debate, with the mood, "The development of the nation's economy is directly proportional to the taxes collected," is a part of the department's week of activities, which is being celebrated under the theme Know Your Taxes, Know Your IRD. Senior Tax Officer at the Design, Planning and Monitoring Unit, Rhonda Thompson, outlined the activities hosted earlier this week.
The Inland Revenue Week of Activities 2015 commenced on Saturday the 27th of June with our social responsibility, a tree planting initiative that we took to the community centers around Nevis. We continued with our IRD puppet show, where we invited the elementary schools around Nevis to educate them about the importance of inland revenue and taxes towards our country.
As part of its tree planting initiative, on a Saturday, the department's staff planted palm and flamboyant trees at the Cox, Maisie Bartlett, Prospect, Albertha Payne, Jessops, Franklin Brown and Banscott community centers.
Tuesday, we had our Tax Appreciation Day, where we appreciated you, the taxpayers, by giving you a token of our gratitude for being responsible citizens.
Earlier today, the department held its tax booth information drive at the Charlestown Memorial Square, where it sought to educate the public about the department and offered prizes and surprises to participants. The week of activities will continue on Friday, July 3rd, with a tax art display and bake sale at the R.G. Solomon Arcade, while on Saturday, July 4th, the department will host an interdepartment fun sports day at the El Camino T. Willett Park from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. The activities will conclude on a Sunday with a service at the Charlestown Wesleyan Holiness Church and an award banquet at the Nisbet Plantation Beach Club. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Development Keith Glasgow on Monday, June 29th, encouraged school leavers on Nevis to aspire to self-development and self-actualization. The comments came as Glasgow addressed the opening ceremony for the Department of Youth and Sports 2015 Summer Job Attachment Program at the St. Paul's Anglican Church Hall. He outlined the ministry's expectations of the participants.
I do not expect you to stay at the same level. I expect you to be a real professional and advance yourself.
Glasgow explained that the participants should try to achieve self-elevation at work and through the education process.
You can move from maybe a first degree, a bachelor's degree, to a master's degree or a doctorate. There is opportunity for self-actualization, opportunity for growth and development, which is critical as a professional. Every professional should take advantage of opportunities for training and development. You need to advance yourself, you need to promote yourself, you need to develop your craft.
He also listed the top 5 professional attributes the participants should have in order to succeed professionally and assure their self-development.
Number 1, specialized knowledge in a chosen field. Number 2, interpersonal skills. 3, regularity and punctuality at work. And 4, going beyond the call of duty. I'm looking at hard work and diligence here. And 5, training and development. If you pay attention to these 5 qualities, you will be on your way to becoming a professional.
Glasgow encouraged the participants to display positive work ethics in the professional field and continue their journey to self-development. Coming up, Nevis Youth described as a young man with a big heart. The details after this break.
I always think of her, but then I always think of him too. He should have never forced himself on her. Help us stop the madness. If you know it, tell it. Tell 1-800-8477-TIPS.
Hello everyone, I am Shan Royce, your 2014-2015 Mr. Cool First Runner-Up, and I was honored to be adopted by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis. We at the Inland Revenue Department encourage you to be a responsible citizen while we build our nation through responsible tax administration.
Tell me when you're ready.
Give me some space, give me some space, give me some space. Give me some room and make me mash up the place.
Culture was nice. And watch that. This is going to be the nicest culture.
Welcome back. Sarah Owen, head of the University of West Indies UWI Open Campus in St. Kitts and Nevis, says she is looking forward to having more and more students enrolled in the university's programs. The UWI Open Campus currently offers several bachelor's, master's, and doctorate level programs online, on site, and on demand.
We offer programs via distance. The modality that we most frequently used is online. So when we refer to the online programs, those are really the what we call Board of Undergraduate Studies approved. So your undergraduate, your graduate studies programs, they are all offered online. When we speak of being on site, we're speaking to those courses that are offered face-to-face. So you can do, for example, in Nevis, we're currently running a cohort in supervisory management. So those are shorter programs. Generally, the ones that we offer in St. Kitts and Nevis run from 6 weeks to 13 weeks. So that's what we refer to as on-site. And on-demand, so that when there are people that come to us to say, stakeholders in St. Kitts and Nevis often come and call in, they'll say, you know, we'd really like to see a program in marketing, for example. We've had a lot of calls throughout the region for programs in marketing, and now this academic year, the upcoming academic year, will be offering a BSc in management studies specializing in marketing. So we are online, on-site, on demand.
The UWI Open Campus also offers doctorates in educational leadership, Master of Sciences in Management, Bachelors of Science in Psychology, Political Science, and Management Studies, with specializations including hospitality, international management, and marketing.
The degree you complete with the UWI Open Campus, it reads the same as the degrees that you receive from all of our campuses, because our degrees do not state the campus at which you studied. So it would read the UWI, and it would state the class of degree and the course of study and so on. So if you stay in Nevis and you pursue a degree from start to finish, the degree that you get in terms of the quality assurance mechanisms, in terms of being approved by the Senate, all of the things that go into the degrees at all of the other campuses apply for the UWI Open Campus as well.
Although online study affords students quite a bit of flexibility, Owen says it also requires students to be disciplined.
A lot of the research indicates that per course you should sort of allocate 2 hours per day to prepare yourself for all that you need to do in terms of submissions. You will be engaged in online discussions, you'll have some web conferences that you would attend, but you're also engaged in group study throughout the region. So a lot of the groups that you're placed in, and sometimes students feel that perhaps because they are not traveling to a residential campus, they won't have the same regional experience, but you're still placed within groups throughout the region. So your group members may be in Dominica, Belize, Trinidad, anywhere in the region. And this really gives you an opportunity within your field of study to get examples, because our students are generally already in the field of work that is relevant or related to what they're studying. So they can get examples from Dominica in literacy studies, for example, and they're able to implement things as they learn them, as they go along. But they would be required to actively engage in some timed submissions. They would have final exams at the end of the semester as well.
The deadline for the submission of applications for the commencement of studies in September has been extended to Friday, July 17th, 2015. For more information, prospective students can contact Ms. Owen at the office on St. Kitts at 465-2190, or site coordinator on Nevis, Isabel Byron, at the Ministry of Education at 469-0389, or visit the website www.open.uwi.edu. A young man from St. Kitts and Nevis is trying to make a huge impact on the lives of other Caribbean youth by bringing about positive change. 33-year-old Alexander Edo of Cane Garden, Nevis, understands the challenges that many Caribbean youth face each year to finance their advanced studies abroad. He knows from his experiences that even though there might be a willingness to help, lack of resources limit the dreams of many Caribbean youth. That is why Edo has decided to create a global student scholarship through the Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences in Manchester, New Hampshire, USA, to help students who have the ability to succeed in these programs but who otherwise cannot afford them. Edo, who is a Doctor of Pharmacy candidate at the Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences, currently wears many titles. He is an inspirational speaker, a member of the Clinton Foundation 2030 Initiative, a founder of Straight and Narrow Path Youth Ministry, and author of the book Peace Seeker. This feature on Alexander Edo may be found on mycaribbeanscoop.com, which seeks to shine a light on youth who continue to show what is great about the Caribbean. The article describes Edo as a young man from St. Kitts and Nevis with a big heart. That's it for tonight's edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing. Good night.